Would you say that you have a mostly female fan base?
Now, recently, I definitely would say yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't notice it until that thing happened to me in New York, you know, with those guys who ran up on me. I didn't realize it until then. I'm like, damn, it's a lot of females
Yeah, they were
who
like
are
on your
showing
side.
me love.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the females are the ones who count. When you go to shows, it's a lot of females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
You know, and I thought you handled that extremely well, that whole situation in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that situation, you know, what it did for me.
Like you stood your ground. You didn't run. You didn't act tough or, you know what I mean, potentially put yourself in a more dangerous situation.
Yeah, you know, because I was by myself.
Yeah.
So it's like you see somebody having their hand by their...
Oh, so they had a gun. They had guns
I
on.
don't know.
They were
I'm
acting
just
like
saying, somebody else had their face covered going like that. So it's like, I got a lot to live for. You know what I'm saying? And that situation, it just made me realize that I've been so used to playing the back for so long that doing what I'm doing now, it's like I didn't even realize that how differently people are looking at me already in that sense. Like, there are people now when I go out, like before, people never used to come up to me when I go out, but now when I go out, people always come up to me.
Yeah.
Like, the kind of people who are recognizing me is people that I would never ever think that they even, and it's not even only black people. It's like Indian looking people, Asian people, white people, they're coming up to me and they're saying stuff. And I'm thinking, they probably think I'm somebody else, but they're calling me Safaree. And they're not calling me SB, they're not calling me like Scav, Beezy or whatever, they're calling me my real name. So, you know, that situation, it just made me realize that I guess people are looking at me like I'm somebody in the light and somebody who can help their situation.
Yeah, I mean, I go out with security when I go out.
Yeah, but you know, I guess now, you know, when I came...
That's just part of the job that we've chosen to, you know, to be in. That's just, you know, it ain't like Nikki out in the club by herself with no security.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's too dangerous.
Exactly. And it's like when I sat on my team, because it's like, even now it's like, okay, I'm realizing I got to really move different in that aspect of things, but I got to really realize that I'm not the guy who's playing the back that people used to just see and just be like, okay, that's a guy who be there. Now they're looking at me like, that's Safaree.
Okay.
What can he do for us? What can we get from him? You know what I'm saying?
So you think you're a target?
I wouldn't say a target. I just would think I'm on my way to something that people who used to see me before, they're gonna be really surprised at what it's gonna turn out to. And I know it's gonna happen.
What do you mean?
Just as far as my music.
I'm trying to battle John Cena. Can somebody find John Cena's management, WWE, somebody find John Cena, and let's make this happen.
So let's be super honest here, and I'm gonna be really frank and a little uncouth. I'm not gonna suck a dick unless I'm gonna do it great. I'm not gonna write a book unless I'm gonna do it great. I'm not gonna cook a meal unless I'm not gonna touch anything unless I plan on doing it better than anyone else you've ever met in your entire life.